Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Beyond Earth. So, we're at war with Hutama here of Australia. We're walking through his cities relatively okay, but I kind of feel like I could do better if I had some backup here. So I'm going to try and get the African Union, who also dislikes Hutama, and is quite close to his capital, to declare war on him. And hopefully that combined army of ours is going to be able to force Hutama to sue for peace. I've gone and basically bribed him into joining war with me against Hutama, so we're going to be a little bit okay as far as that goes. We could try to find someone else here, but there aren't very many other supremacy players who are naturally inclined to be helpful to me, so there is that to worry about. Either way, let's continue on our way here. Now, I actually can destroy quite a bit of Paul Australia's ships here with my own ships, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we want to get these guys in like this. And I kind of want to make sure that I'm wiping out these guys. I've got units that are directly adjacent to my arbiters, which is good, because they'll get the bonus here. 15% for adjacent to a friendly unit. And we could also weaken this one and finish it off with a tank. And then fire at this one to just weaken it a little bit. And yeah, I can decisively beat that there. And that should pin in that carrier enough that I can kill it. We can further weaken this guy, and I feel like I'm going to do that just because weakening it, even though we're not going to be able to kill it, is going to make it so that we can finish it off a little bit later, a little bit more easily. Over here, we're going to put this guy to sleep for now, and we're going to fortify until healed with these infantry here. Now, they should heal the units that are in a circle around it, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually, if carriers have that penalty where they can't move through multiple zones of threat. I know that's how it works for infantry. I'm not sure if that's how that works for naval units. Oh, right, that guy. Forgot about that guy. Okay. Oh, I think that they're going to destroy my arbiter here. Oh, no, not quite. Limping along just barely. And they can't get that carrier out of there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to back this guy up over to here, which is just out of reach, I think, of their stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and fire our guns, finish off that Triton. Titan or Triton? Triton. And then we're going to kill their carrier, potentially. So we're going to move back here. Disciplined. Finish you off. Start working on you a little bit. And we can have our tanks attack their carrier. That's kind of hilarious. Alright, and we can attack their carrier a little bit more here, so let's go ahead and do that. And that's not too bad. Okay, so we can continue trying to trade with people here. It's getting a little bit dicey. What with us being at a naval war here, but you do what you gotta do. Okay, we can start building more units. I kind of want more arbiters. They've been, they're pretty strong, honestly. But I kind of also want a feed site hub, so I'm gonna probably build that next. Working on our culture is probably a good idea, but I need to also start working on that emancipation gate at my capital. I thought I was already working on that, but apparently not. Let's go with more military units. I need to start defending my borders as well, so it's going to be important for me to have lots of military. Let's bring this arbiter down and around to here. And develop a virtue. Extra money would be a good idea, potentially. I'll probably go for the... what's their happiness at? Health, rather. Let's go with this. Little bit of a happiness boost there. It's a pretty big one, actually. And we should be okay here. Now what I want to do is get the Arbiter back to the node and start healing it. I'm not sure if these guys heal from nodes. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of range of aircraft so long as he doesn't rebase it to the carrier here. It is possible for him to rebase and kill my Arbiter over here using that, but I think we're otherwise nominally okay. I feel like my production is strong enough that I can get away with trying to kill some of this stuff pretty aggressively. Oh, right, you. I keep forgetting you exist. Okay, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to start firing at this thing, and we're also going to build an Arbiter outright. Oh, am I producing an Arbiter up there? I don't want to produce an Arbiter. Shit, I must have misclicked something. Because I thought I bought an Arbiter up there. Although we could probably sue for peace from Hatsuma right now, I kind of want to bombard some more of his cities and kill that aircraft carrier as well. Let's see here. They bombarded my Redeemer instead, so that's fine. And now Freeland is under attack from the African Union. Oh, wow. Freeland is getting its ass kicked. That's pretty good, actually. I wonder if we can get him to sue for peace now. I don't want to, though. I want to continue on crushing some of his settlements. Because if I captured one of these, I could probably gain something beneficial. 6 titanium is about the gist of it. Okay, so he hasn't obviously settled near any of this Firaxite deposits because he doesn't need it. So that's probably what's going on there. Well, that is what's going on there. Anyway, let's get this guy back over here and start fortifying. Get you over here. I'm not 100% sure that I gained back health from the nodes, but I'm pretty sure that it's just all units. It's supposed to be anyway. Anyway, let's go on to alert with you. And let's get our infantry, start moving our infantry back here. I want them healed up as well. One of our spies, it looks like, can choose another operation. We're going to continue stealing science, it looks like. And over here, in Terminal Dogma, we want the Emancipation Gate. And we're going to put it in this miasma over there. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting as we ramp our way towards the end here. So we're still going to try and go for that supremacy victory, which means that we don't have to worry too much about things like conquering Hutama. But we do need to make sure that our borders are going to be secure enough for the remainder of this war that we can actually just outright win against them and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, buy an Arbiter, change our production from an Arbiter, which makes no sense to me. So going to get an auto plant up here. And we're going to keep firing at this asshole. There we go. Now, I'm going to try and get up to the Xenomass, and I'm going to tech towards being able to produce from it, because honestly, I've got quite a bit of Xenomass. I might as well make use of it. Hopefully I'm out of airstrike range with that infantry unit. If I'm not, then they can one-shot them. Alright. I'm also not sure if these guys with their special ability can heal aquatic units. Let's see, Tiangong was bombarded again. I think that the African Union doesn't have a melee unit to actually take the capital with. That's kind of hilarious. They should be working on those infantry and stuff like that. Okay, well, whatever. Priscilla thinks my military is not big enough. Well, I'm about to change that preconception by working as hard as I can to get more military. So, yeah, this is on heal mode. This is going to be on heal mode. Got another new Arbiter. We're going to move that here and just do nothing with it. And we're going to sit in the Xeno... Actually, no, we can go up there. That's good. Ranged attack there. And our new Arbiter is going to just go ahead and wipe that out. So my Arbiter up north here is going to be weaker than anything that Hutama sends towards me. And the reason for this is that I've got all the supremacy bonuses, which means that I kind of don't have the one-on-one capability. I need to have these formations like this, because each of my ships has 15% extra when they're in those formations. But we'll see. I'm going to start building more Redeemers, because they're really good for taking cities and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I think I am getting extra healing. No, because that's friendly territory, so I don't think I am. Well, whatever. Anyway, the Redeemer that we have is really good for sweeping in and taking out a city that's been bombarded by these things. And if I bring in a swarm of Redeemers, I should be able to sweep through the stuff from Freeland pretty easily. Yeah, the African Union AI, I guess, is pretty bad here, because he's just letting his stuff get bombarded, and these are pretty expensive tanks that he's got here. the Lev tanks. They're unique to Purity. They're really good, but like he keeps bombarding the city. He can't actually take it. Oh, he's coming in from the north. He has taken some of their cities from the north. Oh wow, this is going to crush Itama. Okay, well maybe we should try to focus on getting him out of the game completely and taking some of his cities for ourselves. Trying to think though if there's really any resource spots here that are worth taking or keeping. I could take Sempeten and take their miasma, or their xenomass I mean, but let's do that. Redacted, perform a covert operation of 4 intrigue or higher. That's actually really difficult. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, I need to rename the city still. I forgot about that. Okay, so Tiananggong is going to be renamed official. Damn it. Artificial Evolution Lab. Well, there is a letter cap, and that makes sense actually, but still. Okay, so we need to make ourselves... Where the hell is this arbiter that I've got keyed here? Okay, so you're going to go to alert. You have finished the petroleum there, so you're going to go over here. And probably generator again. You just going to stand up here. I'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to take this place, and I'm going to outright purchase a trade vessel. And that should give us a quest complete there. Oops. I still need to build a petrochemical plant, which is still impossible. Alien Preserve would be a good idea soon, so we'll do that pretty soon. And we'll go to alert with these guys as well. Attack jet here, air intercept mode, be fine. Alert for these guys. Next turn we'll be able to move out with these army units, because we can actually take Harta next, pretty easily. We'll just bombard the shit out of it and take it. Yeah, the fact that I've got an ally is probably really helping with a lot of this war effort here. Okay, that guy's almost fully healed, so we'll be able to send in our 3 arbiters and just crush him. The Slavs have condemned those guys. They're offering me a big chunk of money to be at peace right now, but it's not really that much that they're giving me here. I think the thing that they're realizing is that Freeland is about to fall. Looks like they have got some units to block these African Union tanks, though. Dragoon. Oh, it looks like they are going to have enough forces to either repel the attack or to retake the city afterwards, but we'll see. Does mean that a lot of resources are being tied up over there that I can start capitalizing on just a little bit. Hopefully, anyway. That is the dream. Gotta live that dream. Okay. And as we sort of sweep through here, it's going to hopefully be relatively easy for me to win this. I could actually do a pincer maneuver if I had the Firaxis teleportation thing, but
if you replicate the neurological activity of an individual on a computer, for all intents and purposes, the computer is that individual.
All right.
If you see death, disease, aging, and senescence, and you experience any emotion other than revulsion, then you are held captive by romance and must emancipate your own thinking before you can help your fellow humans.
Yeah, so this is that whole idea that you don't want to actually let people get old and suffer and die. And, you know, people have... I think that there are certain sentimentalities, like, you know, getting old, being old and happy and having lived a fulfilling life, and then your time comes and, you know, that's that. But the supremacy ideal is that, you know, no, your time doesn't have to come. You can live forever. And that's sort of how they function. Can I move this guy one forward and still fire? No, I can't. Okay, so it doesn't really matter since our Redeemer is not going to be able to get there until a little bit later, but whatever. We'll head into the water with these guys. But we might as well start firing with these guys. Let's just nearly wipe out Harta completely there. Okay, and we've got an Arc Triton over there. I'm not at war with Arc, so that's fine. Was there somewhere in particular that this had to go to? Okay, it just has to go to anywhere, so you can go to... Let's see. Grand Exito looks okay.
Put a machine into motion by disengaging the brakes. Put a machine into motion by disengaging the brakes. Put humanity into motion by disengaging ideology that holds back its potential.
Alright. Well, we've got 4 new perks, and we've now got the Vindicators, and we can now do this. This is amazing. I love that bonus. It means that our Vindicators are now... Or sorry, our ships can now carry aircraft. Okay, I'm not really sure which I want to do here. I believe these have a range value of 3 by default. Can move after its attack. Cancel, let's see here. One more attack. Oh, these can attack twice, right. Well, I'm going to go with a -1 setups needed, I think. That's going to be fine. We've got Seraphs here. These things can intercept twice, which is amazing. And we've got this other thing here. We've got the Prime Saber now. And this is a long-range artillery. This definitely does have a range of 3. And I actually really like the design of these things. They look awesome. But I'm going to go with the plus 12% per adjacent friendly unit, which makes these things like ridiculous once you've got a mass of them bombarding a city. Like, they will just take over everything. They will wreck everyone's lives. Anyway, we've got plenty of supremacy at this point in time, so I'm not going to worry about getting anything like that right now. Gene Gardens would be a good idea, but Alien Sciences are also a good idea, and everything's basically 1 turn, so we're just going to be fine with what we've got here. How are we doing in Central Terminal Dogma here? I actually want to get more trade routes to Terminal Dogma. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start sending off trade routes there. Where have we got here? I should actually have a maximum of 2 from here, and I've only got 1, so yeah, I can actually go ahead and purchase another trade vessel here, and I'm going to actually send that for somewhere for purposes of, so that I can get more production going there. Okay, nothing that I really need there. Okay, that's fine. AE. We're already building an auto plant, that's fine. Okay. One of our spies, it looks like, finished a job there. Or no, that wasn't a spy finishing a job. Entry level at Terminal Dogma has increased to 2. That's actually quite high, so there's some spies milling about in Central Dogma. I'm going to have to spend my agents to Central Dogma to clear that out. There we go. Okay, so we've got a good chance of just outright... Well, actually, no, it's not a good chance. We just will take out Harta in this turn, so... Nothing they can really do to stop us there. Very well. He's probably actually not going to be that angry at me. The thing is that we're both the same ideology, so he's probably going to be pretty understanding. Now, this war near Freeland is actually really good for me because it's reducing the war scores of 2 people that I'm basically going to be competing with. Oh shit, that might actually take out one of my Vindicators. Like, if they have enough bombers, they could take out my Vindicator. Depending on how many they've got. I'm going to have to retreat this one. Yeah, I think it might be dead. Oh, are they out of fighters? Are they out of fighters? Yes! Ah, okay, if I had actually rebased my fighter there, it would have been fine, but, you know, whatever. That's ARC, that's fine, I'll ignore them. And I'm going to move back to my coast with this one. The 2 that I've got remaining in action are going to be plenty enough to deal with this situation. Okay, I'm going to ignore that mostly. It's a bullock science for suckers, but it does mean that we can build our Xenomass wells, which are going to be, strictly speaking, not too useful, but we've got some Xenomass around. And you are idle, if I recall. Let's close that for now. I believe this guy's idle. Yep, we're going to wake this unit, and we're going to send him down to the Xenomass here. Real fast. Okay, and this trade route we're going to send to somewhere that's going to give us production for ourselves. And that looks like the best one for return value is Tokyo 3, I think? No, AE Lab. Okay. So we'll send it to AE Lab. The Artificial Evolution Laboratory. Okay, we've got that. Genetic design is now really cheap, and we can start working towards that, but we don't have any academies. Excuse me. I could go for auto gyros, and frankly the cybernetics thing is kind of awesome, so we could deal with that pretty easily. Okay, you're done, so you can go get this titanium up here. We've got lots of titanium kicking around. Okay, so our infantry will get over into the fray pretty quickly, but for now, let's, oh. Oh, wow. And there we go, we've leveled their city functionally. And we're gonna go ahead and take their worker. And attack Harta, which is basically just gonna fall immediately. And this one we're going to raise. It's kind of a shitty city, and there's nothing really here that I want, so honestly I don't really feel like I need to do anything there. We're going to send these guys down this way. Get ready to move that worker away as well. Okay, so the Vindicators, I'm going to get the Seraph. I'm going to rebase it in this... Oops. In this guy. And what's going to happen now is that this is going to act as an aircraft carrier. I can use this as a source of anti-air strike. So when he keeps strafing me, I can have my guy set to intercept, and he'll be able to stop that nonsense from happening. Okay, we're 2 away from top-level stuff. I've already got top-level tanks and artillery, which is really good, but honestly, I'm probably going to be using most of my naval units for anti-artillery sort of duty at this point in time. How are we doing on covert ops? It's going to be a little while before anything gets done here, it looks like. Now, fortunately, when they're bombarding the city like that, it doesn't really do anything, so... Ooh, they've got battle suits and lev tanks heading into Freeland here. So this is going to actually really deplete the strength of both of these guys, and since I want them to be focusing on other things, that is good for me. We got units infringing on our territory a little bit here. I'm not sure where that is, though. Paul Australia lost its capital, alright. We had to abort Steel Science from Paul Australia, so, you know, that makes sense. Did I lose a spy completely? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, that person's there. That actually is a good enough project to keep, so I'll keep that there. Getting another Pharma Lab is a good idea. And over here, nothing really matters, so we're just going to go with that. This place is slowly going to go down. 8 more turns, it'll just be dead. Despite the fact that we've got that, we've got a lot of health here. Because it is a pretty big health penalty when you're taking somebody over and burning down everything in the city, because their happiness counts too, for everything. You know, they still count as voting citizens, which is kind of bullshit. Okay, and you are a settler. I don't think so, buddy. And we're going to have this guy in air intercept mode, so when they come into bomb Harta, my Seraphs are basically going to wipe out all of those guys that are sort of there. Oh, they were trying to set up a civilization out down there, so I need to rush this guy before he finishes that. Because I kind of want to settle down there. I'm pretty sure I already said that I was going to. So it is definitely going to be mine. Mine, mine, mine. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway, enough of my evil overlordery. We'll heal up with those Redeemers. And I'm actually going to start working towards sending an expansion over there. I'm going to just outright buy it, as usual. Just buy a colonist there. And we're going to continue on here. But if I can get this before it turns into an actual city, that would be fantastic. I'm not sure if Paul Australia has got a lot of trade routes that can make it there, though. If they have, then it's going to be a little bit difficult to get there in time. I think I still should be able to get there in time, though. Okay, well, she's still neutral to me, so that's fine. This might be the fastest route I can take without going through too much miasma. I'll probably try going that way. Let's have that there. Okay, actually, we could take out Kasempatan, whatever the hell that place is, pretty quickly here as well. What I'm going to do, though, is make sure that I'm microing this properly. Okay. I think this is the fastest route, so we'll go take that route. Although I should be a little bit careful of sending units like that too recklessly, because I don't want my unit to get attacked by some sort of weird sea unit, so... Also, you know, he's got some weird stuff there. Okay, so you... Nope, that wasn't the one. Okay. Well, whatever. We got another Redeemer done there. We start working on our first Angel, and these things are ridiculously powerful. This isn't really the best place to be using them, though, because I can't really get them across the water all that effectively. So, more Redeemers is actually going to be a good idea for now. Got ourselves another ship back up into ship shape, which is good. We can also start sending down another Redeemer. And working in tandem, those things can just dish out a lot of pain, so they're a great unit. Okay, this unit needs orders. Well, whatever. And you just keep healing up. We'll put you on alert until I'm ready to go for another attack. And you can construct a generator, that doesn't really matter. Okay, everything looks okay so far. Let's check our covert ops again. I just want to make sure that everything's going approximately as it should be. How's our intrigue levels at Central Dogma here? Have they dropped a little? It's still at 2, it's pretty high. But it's not enough yet. I just need to make sure it doesn't hit 5, because that's when someone could bomb me. Like a terrorist attack sort of thing. Paul Australia recovered their capital. Well, Paul Australia lost its capital. It would seem your refusal to grow is a problem on many levels, both personally and nationally. I think she's just insulted my ability to have an erection. Huh. Very well. You know, okay. I was expecting some sort of other national rhetoric, but no. It's something about erections. Okay. Let's get these guys in the water here. Intrigue level at Central Dogma has decreased to 1. That's good. Okay. And I think we're ready to take out Kasempatan. Whatever the crap that is called. I'm going to drive this guy... Actually, I need to check the distance on this Redeemer. Can I attack from here? Yes, I can. So, I'm going to move this guy, like, right up into their grill. And this guy right up into their grill. And this guy right up into their grill. And, yeah, we're going to bomb the shit out of Kasempatan. Alright, and we are going to do us some redeeming here. We got some redemption up in this grill. There we go. Okay, I want to view the city. Okay, it hasn't got the worst resources, but it hasn't got the best resources either. It's got another resource for titanium, but I've got tons of titanium, and I can't really use this goop here, so... they've got an academy. It's a pretty good academy, but honestly, I don't really need that either, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the city again. And once I've wiped out the last 2 cities that are sort of in my turf, I'm going to just try and peace out. But I do kind of want him to not have all this bullshit on my territory. Wow, I don't have a Cyto nursery up there. That's just shameful. Okay, let's move these guys over to Harta. And let's get these Redeemers up over towards here. Perfect. Okay, you can head on up here. And what we're going to do with this guy is we're going to start working on our highway magrail up towards AE Lab. Artificial Evolutionary Labs, whatever. Kala is going to be a little bit more difficult to take, but honestly it's so under-defended that I could probably just take it with 2 Redeemers. So we're just going to let that happen. And we're just going to rest with this guy here, so... Continue on healing with you. Trade group here. And preview... Actually, same faction, slightly better route, so we'll do that. Lots of little micro-fiddly bullshit to do here today. Now, the reason I want to take out this so early is because I want to make sure that I don't have to clear out a city. I don't want to have to raise a city before I destroy it. Or before I settle my own guys there. Resurrection device, that's health if I recall. Not really too worried about it. Am I standing in miasma with my colonists? I am. Derp. Okay, that alien near Tokyo 3 is actually affecting us economically, so I should probably take it out. I kind of liked it. It was like a mascot for the city or something, but, you know, oh well. Okay, is there miasma there? Yes, there is miasma there. And that's too close because that's near their capital's firing arc. Here should be fine. And I'm going to move my entire fleet to try and see if I can capture some of their ships and blow up some of the Paul-Australian fleet. And I really don't have that much view of their sea tiles. Ah, there's a... If I had taken a less wonky route, I could have probably had a better chance of sinking this. Now, I probably still can because I've got that ship with me, or that aircraft with me. Oh, or it's just going to sink outright. Okay. Behold the awesome power of my mighty military units. Okay, let's just heal up there. It doesn't really matter what we're producing here because we're burning the place to the ground. Up here, finish off that. That's good. Good God, there's so much to do. Well, we could go down here and we could start bombing this guy. Maybe scare him away from us, maybe? Hopefully. I hope. Well, we can dream. Okay, we'll get this worker to head up through the water because I can't really cope with the miasma the same way that other people can. Okay, so Paul-Australians have a solar collector up there. That doesn't really make a difference. Oh, there's miasma here too. Shit. Well, I'm standing in miasma again. That's smart of me. Okay, well, I've got a chance to move it off that miasma because I didn't hit turn end properly. Oh, looks like Ark have Poseidons now, so they've caught up at least in terms of that sort of tech with me. Okay, I can move this guy here now. Good. That was close. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to start moving these guys up to AE Lab, and we're going to start working on a connection from both sides. Once these guys finish their jobs, they can start working on the connection routes. Got lots of completed tiles around this area, but I should probably still get that miasma condenser. It wouldn't cost me too much, but I'm only making 19 a turn, so honestly, don't have the easiest time in terms of money right now. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Oh, great. Ark dislikes me because I'm associated very heavily with the African Union, but honestly, the African Union is very strong right now. So, oh, my ally, my friend there is getting destroyed by the Russians. Okay, I could get a free science right now. That's amazing. I don't even know what I got that from, but it's from some sort of quest. Okay, I'm trying to think what I would like here. Nanotechnology for free would be kind of good if I was going for a very different thing that I'm going for. If only I could save this, that would be great, but I can't, so... Field theory could be good. I think someone else has already built the quantum computer, so that wouldn't help at all there. Alien ethics would be terrible for me. Well, I could just throw it at the thing I was already researching, which kind of sucks, but, you know... Should probably have checked to see if there's any technology I actually wanted. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get free... crap. This is the hardest choice I've had to make all game so far, and it's kind of hilarious that that's the case. Okay, let's go ahead and just get something cheap, because it would have taken us a little bit too much deviating to get through that. Alright. Oh, that's where Richport is. I don't really want to tangle with the city right now. 1, 2, 3. But I do want to search for their ships, so... I know that Paul Australia must have a fleet somewhere. Oh, veterancy gained? For who? You? Okay. Okay, my Redeemers, I'm just going to have them get ready to blitz the ever-loving heck out of those guys. I'm going to take that as well, just for the energy. Maximum disrespect for our opponents here. Can reach there from here, so that is okay. Over here, can I reach anything that doesn't have miasma in it? Okay, I can go to there next turn, so we will definitely do that. And we're pretty much set for our attack, so that's good. I want to, again, go slowly here, try and watch for worms or something. Although if a warship shows up and decides they don't like my face, then I don't have much hope there. Okay, so I've gotten all these tiles completely done. I've got a worm that is going to kill this worker, so let's get the hell out of the water. Everyone out of the pool. And another worker that I need to start crawling up the shores here. Very, very slowly. Okay, I'm going to put this worker to sleep, I think. I don't see... I'm going to put him up here and just have him rest up here. It's a bit closer to the stuff that I could potentially have to use pretty soon, so probably worthwhile. One of the things I always wish you could do in this game is have your workers work a tile to improve the, like, literally just work on that to make it more productive or something. That would have been nice, but it's not to be. It's not to be. Okay, 6 more turns for that Xenomass will. Not that bad. Which will give us a big food boost around Yashima. Okay, so the American Reclamation Corporation is certainly busy checking me out, but doesn't seem interested in actually doing anything. How are my spies doing? Fail that siphon energy, that's fine. We'll have you try and siphon energy again. Wait, this guy doesn't need to go down there. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. Now, what I need to do first with these supremacy units is move them into position, and then I get this bonus for adjacent units, and that just makes it so much stronger. Okay, so if we look here, bigger bonuses, much higher strength, much safer attack. Okay, and again, this is a kind of crummy city, so we're also going to sink that one. Okay, I'm going to take this trade unit here. Do nothing with the fleet here. And we're going to start working on this mag rail here. Might as well. Okay, we got that Xenomass up. Lots and lots and lots of food, and that's about it. So we're going to just put this guy to sleep here as well. This guy's finally finished healing, so I'm going to start moving him down towards our main fleet here. And the 4 of them together, we should be able to pummel down Richport pretty quickly and easily. A lab is probably a good idea up here at this point, just because it's so inexpensive. We're down to -4 money. Oh, shit. Well, I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I think that we must be missing some trade routes that we used to have or something. Let's see. Nope. We're actually just at minus. We're down into this negative, this thing, which is really going to impact us for a short term. It should bounce back up pretty quickly, though, so that's probably okay. I'm going to have to figure out how to get this energy back up. We have no interest in this at this time. Got an intruder alert. Ah, here they are. A Viper. I think those are their version of my Redeemers, except like 1 stage worse, so... we should be able to kill those pretty easily. Oh, I'm standing miasma here again. Shit. Okay, so again, we're going to set up our guys so that we're kind of coming around his flank here, making sure that we're attacking from as wide an area as possible. I'm going to put these guys sort of in the middle here. Going to move over to here with these tanks, and I'm going to move these Redeemers over here. And these guys end up with plus 16% for adjacent to 2 units, but we're going to go ahead and attack with our tanks first anyway. And, like, look at that. And And that is actually a very tough unit that they had there, situated there, so the fact that I could kill it in one turn at all was pretty good. I don't really need to speed up my production or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and start building Seraphs. You can just turn it into industrial development. It doesn't really matter what I pick for those guys, but, you know, do that anyway. Plus 10% science in every city is a good idea, but I would kind of like something that made me happy. I don't have anything right now that does that, I don't think. Oh, right, there's this, actually. Profiteering. So that might be a really good idea right now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We've bounced back up into positive happiness. And we're going to just have to go sleep with this unit as well. Actually, you know what? We can clear marsh here. That's not marsh, actually. Okay, well, we can clear the forest here then. Got another Redeemer. We're going to start moving this one. Actually, we don't even need to move it away from our city here, so this one's going to go on alert. And you go ahead and build a generator. Oh, I know what happened. I'm building terrascapes, so I think I built a couple too many to handle what I've currently got here, so we're not going to worry about that. That's actually fine. Okay, so this will be turning into a full-scale city very, very soon. I need to deal with that, so let's go ahead and move you up here. I should be able to wipe it in one turn with the unit that I've got there, so that's not that big a deal, but you know, I might have to save scum this or something, but not going to worry about that too badly. All these cities that are getting sacked, I wish I could raise them a little faster, because they are actually generating negative happiness. Quite a bit of it, in fact. So. Okay, so you go ahead and start working on a Magrel. Just about got technology boosts from all those spies. I'm going to start siphoning energy, though, so that it'll compensate for our negative income. I'm going to check our trade routes from everywhere. We don't have 2 from AE Lab, so we're going to build another trade ship there as well. Oh, we've bounced back up into positives. Okay, well, whatever. One of our trade routes must be bouncing back and forth a little bit. Oh, right, miasma. Well, whatever. Previous route there is 11. There's Janali, which is a much better trade route right now, though. And then there's Thabo, which is a better trade route. I'm going to go with Thabo, I think. Up all the way here in AE Lab. An alloy foundry at this point in time would be a good idea, although we're getting close to that point where it doesn't really matter all that much. Let's see here. This guy... let's move this guy down here, and you over here. Is there miasma there? Nope. Okay. We're going to just heal up with all those units there. Okay, so we got our whole fleet collected, basically. I'm going to try and move a little bit on Freeland here. Do they got any ships here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we're just going to try and keep the fleet together, so it doesn't really make a difference here. And we're going to try and keep not too close to Richport there. Richport is their new capital, though. And we'll move this guy up here, and we'll start working on that mag rail. Perfect. For you... that's actually pretty good. So we'll trade with the French, just because I, again, want to sort of spread that love around. Okay, can we take this out in one go? Yes, we can. Okay, Maeva is down. Okay, and that destroyed that outpost, which is great, because it gives us an opportunity now to build up with our little guy there. We're going to go on alert with our ships here. And we will bring a Redeemer down, because taking Richport might be a good idea, honestly. Because it'll give us this huge deposit of floatstone, which we can't personally use very well, but what we can start doing is trade it to our allies, which might be a very good idea. But we are going for that purity victory. Like, never forget, or sorry, supremacy. Never forget that, like, all that really matters is that we get this Emancipation Gate here. You know what? I'm actually going to accept this. So we're no longer at war with Utama. We're not going to get as much of a warmongering penalty as we otherwise would in terms of diplomacy. And, like, he had his ass kicked back to the Stone Age by us. Africa might still be at war with him. Suzanne Fielding doesn't like me, but that's fine. Yeah, now the problem is going to be that the African Union is now ridiculous, but I'm going to reconsolidate my fleets back near my home base here.
The fact that human beings were able to get to new worlds with the obtuse computer sciences of the seeding is simultaneously impressive and embarrassing.
Lovely. Okay, so we did manage to steal some science there, that's good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to steal some cash this time, because that's all we can steal right now. Alright, so you guys, we're going to let you heal up, I think, but for now, let's actually get you up close, because we'll heal up in the city there instead. Okay, we don't want mag rails down that way, because they don't actually help us at all. We've got tons of workers that are, strictly speaking, not useful, because we're running out of tiles that need work on, but we can send one over there, I guess. And now that we're burning down all these cities, there's not much reason for me to be down here. So I can just let these guys come back up top, I guess, for a little bit, in a little bit. And we definitely want to reconsolidate our fleets closer to home base, especially because I need to get these guys all equipped with Seraphs. Because once these guys actually have, like, once you have a big fleet of these guys with aircraft, they become ridiculously good at just wiping out everything in this ridiculous offensive strike. Very expensive, and if you start losing a bunch of your ships to attacks, then you're in trouble. Okay, the Russians getting into wars, that's okay. Not too worried about that. Oh, yeah, Richport is getting wiped out by those guys. And we've already lost... I think he might be dead. I think he might actually be out of the game now. Well, that's what he gets for declaring war on me. Got more science stolen, that's good. And despite the fact that we're stealing quite large sums of science, it's not really doing a lot because everything costs so much science right now. Okay, so you found a city there. And they'll walk into the city and then heal there, but it doesn't really make a difference. Over here, I'm going to just... well, I could put him here and then start working on the maglev from that side as well. That's probably a good idea. Previous route there is fine. Those auto gyros are not too important, honestly. But over here, I'm considering... Actually, what I should have done with that, this guy is gone to there. That was a mistake, but... Okay, well, whatever. Previous route is fine for you. So yeah, I think Paul Australia has been wiped off the map. So I didn't deal the killing blow, so my friend got the would have gotten the screen there instead of me, but that's fine. And all that's down here is the ruins of a dead civilization now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Get off my continent, you bastard. Anyway, oh, there's some aliens up there. I'm gonna have to kill them with these apostles here, but that's fine. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, we'll just fortify those guys. Okay, we finished a bit of that. We'll speed up here. Get working on more maglev. Let's see. Oh, this opened up. We'll clear that off. And, yeah, I'm just going to start moving some units closer to the Emancipation Gate because we need to start unloading everything into it. Not sure what the most effective unit for me in particular is going to be to do that with, but I think it's going to be something like sabers or something like that. Oh, no, sabers are terribly ineffective for this. Well, angels are too expensive to use. Could be carvers. Carvers might be a good use. Could be CNDRs. They're quite inexpensive. And our money's really bouncing back here, which is good, but it's strange. Okay, this guy was going to Bongani, which was good, but I kind of want the production here now. Central Dogma would give me the most return production, so I'm going to do that. And that's going to really speed along that Emancipation Gate. Somewhere like Yashima, I could do something else here instead, potentially, but I don't know what. Yeah, there's nothing really that I want to build there, so we're going to continue on with what we're doing. We've got, like, we've got a lot of health here, so... Especially as soon as, like, Kala is, like, 4 turns from now just dead, that'll also help quite a bit. I should actually buy a couple miasmic repulsors just to use up around this area, because we kind of have a lot of miasma here. Quite a lot, anyway. We have quite a lot of titanium and petroleum as well. It'd be nice if I had more petroleum and less titanium, but we could always trade for that. Okay, we're going to put our fleet on alert here and have them ready to react as necessary. We're going to move this guy over here to help. And he's also just going to join that formation. And look at all these ships. That block of ships working together is just going to be ridiculously hard to dislodge, and their offensive power is also really good. So, liking that. Trade this city of Elodies. And over here, could get a feed site hub for that culture. Boost us up to 100. Probably a good idea. We could start working on getting this guy back home. Might as well. Okay. I love the extra worker move speed. It's just so helpful. Like, it is kind of hilarious. Anyway, you get over there. Start working on that biomass. And our Vindicator over here can just sort of continue on being alert there. Get these Redeemers up here. Not only that, but like if they start attacking to try and kill my Emancipation Gate, I do want units available to help repel that. Okay, I'm going to start working this guy down towards that this area over here. I'm going to build a miasmic repulsor. It doesn't really matter where I get it from, but I might as well build it here. Where is miasmic repulsor? All the way up there. Only 340, so it's not that bad. Kozlov had a ship just cruising around my shores here. I'm a little bit worried about that, but it's not too threatening, just one ship. Because you can't take a city with just one ship anyway. Need a melee unit. Okay, well that's going to be probably that. Previous route there, Barat is now pretty good, and I want to make sure that I'm not giving too much more to the African Union because they're just too strong. These guys, I need to cross over here and start dealing with these aliens. And Magrael. Okay, so we finished the Magraels, actually. That's pretty good. I'm going to move this guy down to help as well with the new seeded area once it gets up and running a little bit more. We're going to launch this one right over here, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Quests updated. Oh, we got this option. That's not going to matter to us all that much, so we're going to pretty much ignore it. And we can move this guy down to here and into the water. Okay. And you, we need to kind of get away from that worm there, because the worm can't... let's just kill it. Okay. Sea Drake gotten. Perfect. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that I might kill a soldier here, but honestly, an apostle is not a big thing to lose. Well, their abilities make them really quite good as a supportive unit. Yeah, sure, you know what? Fine. I don't really have any use for that Xenomass, and this is literally what I was getting it for, is to like trade for favors. And also because it's a big boost to my food production here. I mean, look at this. Pretty good resource as far as that goes. Failed to steal, agent detected, covert agent killed. Okay, one of their agents got killed in our place, so that's actually fine. We're going to go ahead and siphon science here. Let's see. How is our... Okay, we got a little bit of heat over in Terminal Dogma, so I'm going to send this guy over there. Traveling, it'll take 2 turns, and then once that's established, I can probably just send him on actual missions again. Okay, Central Dogma, we're going to keep building Seraphs, honestly. I feel that's probably the correct choice of action given circumstances. Okay, I'm going to try and make it over to there, but... Oops. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, alert, and you... No miasma there, so I might as well head up there. It doesn't really matter, but, you know. Let's see here, rebase. Let's send you into this one. There we go. And this is going to be gradually becoming hilarious. This fleet is basically going to become like the most powerful fleet that you can make in this game. In my opinion, like there are definitely things to say for the other variants. But I definitely feel like this is the most powerful ship combination you can get. Okay.
I'll just add this to the debit sheet.
Okay, so she's actually hostile right now, so if I'm willing to overlook this, she might go down to suspicious, especially if I use this opportunity to, like, suck up to her. So I'm going to use this as a diplomatic moment here and just be like, look, let's set aside our differences, I will give you some titanium as a gift, and, you know, maybe we can be cool, okay? You know, you don't have to escalate this into violence. This got... okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to abort that. I'm going to send this guy over to... Especially because I keep sending spies as well, but like that de-escalated by itself. So let's send this over to Azraya, because like they can't do anything even if they do get pissed off at me. We're going to bring up our diplomacy here. So she's still hostile.
I haven't got all day.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Let's try and
get on with it.
Let's try and be nice to each other. I'm being nice to you.
No hay otra.
Okay, so it's just like I'm giving her stuff, and maybe that'll make her slowly ease off, you know, back off a little bit here. She's very suspicious of me, I think, because I killed one of her allies. Like, Hutama was also the same ideology as her, so it was probably the big reason why. But anyway. Okay, let's just rest with some of these units, I think, for a little while here. Just go to sleep. We'll wait until the border switches, and we will fortify these guys around that node there, which is going to be pretty good. Air intercepts, and you can head back into base. What I could do is check these missions here. Now, I need to build a petrochemical plant at the geofront, so the geofront up here, I could do that if I change production and started building a weather controller, which will take me 6 turns. It's a type of satellite, but it's a pretty good type of satellite. It increases your tile yields, and it changes the tiles that are available. This lasercom satellite is doing some really good work for the geofront over here, but it's almost done anyway, so once that other satellite comes out, I could demolish it and actually be pretty well off. I love the looks of these apostles. They're just such good units. Okay, so I'm going to head on over here, start working on that.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
That is a lot to ask for one favor, but you know what? I'm trying to... Oh, she's already friendly. Oh, she's friendly now, but like, you know, she's already pretty friendly.
No village was ever ruined by trade.
Okay, sure, why not? I'm just being generous right now. I don't know why. You guys are all assholes. Let's see. You've completed the quantum computer. I don't really care. It has no real impact on me. Just look at that. They didn't even get close. Okay. So, once that new city is finished, we can start building up our way to that new source of Firaxite, because it was a pretty big stockpile of it. Okay, we're going to move this guy over here, and as soon as we snatch up some of those tiles from city growth, we're going to go ahead and do that pretty quickly. And these tiles should be miasmatically repulsed pretty soon, so we're going to be able to take advantage of that as well. And I'm going to start chopping down trees as well for Tiangong, even though I haven't finished doing that. I think that'll go to Tiangong, which I have to rename as well. Not really sure what to rename it. Probably the White Moon, I think, is what I'll end up renaming it. I wonder how those battle suits are compared to my Redeemers. I'd imagine they could beat my Redeemers, but hopefully not by too much. Okay, my agent arrived at Israel. Choose operation. Let's establish that first, and that will be fine. Okay, we've got so many workers now, which is good and bad, but because we're running out of tile improvements that we need. I'm going to send this guy up here to sort of sit and wait, and what's going to happen is hopefully I'll have that improved tile stuff ready to go in a little bit. I'm just going to actually hit to do nothing until one of those specific tiles gets miasmatically repulsed. And I'm also going to scout up here a little bit. I want to see if there's anyone lurking around still. Okay, you can head up there, just bark. And we're done every tile with... Oh shit, I didn't finish the maglev rail there. Go me. I thought I had. Apparently I hadn't.
Torgowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwość.
Okay, unfortunately I have to refuse this. And that's because I do need my petroleum. I've only got 4 petroleum, and I kind of need to use it so that I can get... Yeah, I kind of desperately need that petroleum for satellites, and I've been building satellites, so I kind of need the petroleum. I could give him any other resource, like if you want Firaxite, I'd actually be okay with giving him a little bit of Firaxite.
Advocates of maneuver warfare must not fall into the trap of loving maneuver for its own sake.
Okay.
Truth is binary. There is one. Positive. Yes. Light. The machine. Progress. Upgrade. Holism. Independence, eternity. And there is the opposite of these, which is anathema.
So this is, I think, at the point where the people who are following supremacy start to go really off their rockers, but, you know, it's kind of a crazy affinity to begin with, I think, in all honesty.